I chose to pursue an internship at the CGA because I was burnt out on traditional classes. I needed full-time credits, and I was very tired of working in the usual sense because I was an older college student and I didn't fit in culturally. So I was very relieved that Eastern University's academic requirements included an internship. And so I was able to get a full-time position working somewhere outside of the building, but still be a full-time student. In terms of why I chose politics, it was a particularly engaging year. I had been reawoken to the intensity and the importance of politics for me, and so I was motivated to have a meaningful use of my time. It was also a good fit because I have already had administrative skills and an administrative background, so I was confident that I could do it. The first thing that was super exciting was getting to wear grown-up clothes and be in a very fancy space. I had been working in a college student environment as a tutor and being a college student. Prior to that, I had worked in childcare, so coming to a beautiful building wearing a suit felt very snazzy. Just made me feel smart and powerful within myself, really an empowering experience. And what I especially loved was that the people here were motivated, energetic, and overwhelmingly friendly and happy to help. I've never been in a space before where I not only liked folks, but I actually found a huge group of friends where I'd always been a small friend group person. It's just a foundation where we have so much in common, and then by being grouped in caucuses, you naturally are going to have philosophical commonalities with the people you're working with as well. Some huge challenges for me included personality differences that I had not been exposed to before. The political environment is very high stakes socially. I'd never brushed shoulders with senators and representatives and folks who were in the public eye to the extent that the folks here are. So everyone is very high stress about the materials that we put out. It's high stakes, I think, is the best way to put it. And the personality types in this building are unique to the political environment, which, although I had other government experience, I didn't have the political background that a lot of my peers and co-workers now do. So that was a huge transition for me. The pace of work is extraordinary too. If you're late on something, that deadline is passed and the project died. So if there's a piece of information that you're looking for, once the event happens that the information was for, there's no value to any of the work that you have been trying to do. And being able to let go of your pride in your, just letting go of something that you took so much pride in, so much effort, and know that it's really now a trash, that was an adjustment. And being able to go on to the next project and get over that frustration really quickly. I learned so much that I don't really know where to start with that. Most substantially evident in my behavior would be the social skills differences that I learned. By being here and being exposed to these people, I've learned social skills that nobody has any, I would say I wouldn't have had any exposure to outside of this space. If I'd stayed in the education field, I wouldn't have gained a lot of the delicate interaction skills that I have now. And that's something you can tell when you meet me now, as opposed to having met me a few years ago. The way that I can present concepts and I can engage with somebody really different. If you're considering applying, I definitely think you should do it. Even if you're not confident that politics is what you're interested in, there'll be somebody in this building who shares an interest or piques an interest that you didn't know you had, and will be able to get you socially connected with somebody who could change your life. A lot of folks come here and have no idea what they're going to do, and then their career launches because they found a passion that they didn't know about. And there's lots of little nooks and crannies in our careers that aren't on the list when you go to college and you're choosing your career path. But most importantly, the social connections, I think they fuel our opportunities, and that's just a reality that we have to live with and hopefully can embrace. So if we come here, you'll make those connections and have opportunities come to you that you wouldn't otherwise. Also, it's really cool. It's way better than singing in school. You can see some amazing stuff happen. I don't see a way that you could regret it. nothing bad will come of spending some of your educational time here.